Welcome to another edition of Head Showered Shave Well. Going to do something a little bit different today. I'm in desperate need of a beard trim. It's looking really scruffy. So I'm going to have to sort it out. I've got my trusty clippers. I've got some various guards stretching from a half to a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So doing various actions, we're going to see if we can tame this grotesque wild man looking lockdown beard and see if we can look a little bit more presentable. Here goes. Straight down to begin with, just straight down in a line with a number 3. Tends to cut out the thickest of the hair. This is a great little sheet. It's got suckers that goes onto the mirror, and it really helps. A lot of hair coming off of this. Alright, okay, back down again. It does seem to be working. There we go, starting to get there, you can see that. It's a kind of process really, a bit like shaving, that you've got to do it gradually. And with the bottom bit here, it does get a little bit wild under there. So I find it helps to just come in at a straight line. It tends to get the worst of it. The real stragglers. There we go, perfect. Now, let's change that gradient and start trimming up the sides here a little bit. And let's go with, so actually the number 3, I think we'll stick with it. And from here, up we'll go. There we go, so that pretty much ensures everything above this line now is under a 3. Let's now bring it down and we'll try a number 2 and a 1/4. Okay, and let's keep coming down in size. Now for number 2. Now number one. Now, here we go, very delicately. Okay, now we've got this exposed. Try and get some of the wildies. Right, smile, moustache. There we go. What do you reckon? A little bit better? I think so. Let's have a clean up. Right, there we go. Washed, combed and beard balmed. A lot more acceptable. Need to tidy up around my neck. I'll do that later with a head shave and post that up, but a lot more presentable. Nice one. On to part 2 later. See you then. Welcome back to part 2. Gonna do a head shave. Fancy using Tabac today. What a beautiful traditional smell that is. This particular soap is the cream. Really looking forward to using that. Such a classic. Covered this not that long ago, but I don't use it very often. And this is my Merkel slant razor. This particular one is the closed comb slant. It's got a really small chunky handle like the 34C. But it's got that slant style. Yeah, that's a really good view. You can just see. So it's kind of guillotining the hair as it comes across and cuts, and it just aids performance. Just used that a couple of times, and the couple of times I did use it, I was absolutely delighted with what I got. So looking forward to using that today. I'm going to follow that up with, of course I am, Tabac Aftershave Original. I'm going to splash that on. I'm going to love it. And in terms of brush, this is now my favourite brushes, I'm going to have to admit, are the synthetics. I just love the way they perform. These modern synthetics are amazing, but I also love a ball brush when I want to really scratch at the skin, if I really need that exfoliation action that a ball brush can give. So I don't tend to use badger brushes much. They tend to be a bit kind of soft. I mean, the properties of a badger brush, amazing, but I like to have that kind of scritchy nature. But this is a Yaki Mocha Express, an absolute design classic, and I've got this one armed with a badger brush, and I really like this badger brush because it's really tight and it's really big. Now, I'm not going to over soak it like you're supposed to, because I like that stiff nature. I don't want it to be overly soft. You know, I want that to scratch around. So I'm literally going to dip and go. Let's start. Dipped. Slightly more than I would use of toothpaste. Bit of excess water dripping down there, that's not a bad thing. Let's slowly begin to bind. Here we go. One thing I will say about this brush is it is incredibly absorbent. Badger brushes just have this insane natural ability to just absorb water and hold it and collect it and suspend it there, which is obviously why they're very, very popular. Bit more water. Really help build up that lava. Oh, the smell is fantastic. Really, really nice. Just reminds me of being a kid, Tabac. You know, you go into like your parents' bathroom, or you know, any bathroom when you're a kid, around your aunties, around your uncles, around your nans, you know, and it smelt like this. It was such a classic sort of smell. I think a lot of the products in and around the 70s and the early 80s would have smelt like Tabac. It's such a classic. I suppose the methods that they had for making fragrances would have been very similar, but this is absolutely lovely. I just can't believe the smell is so gorge. Yeah. There we go, that'll do to begin with. Let's get that brush, warm it up. Cold steel, not a good idea. Right, we've got to go with the grain, but first off, let's do the cutting in around those ears. Hopefully you can see that easily enough. Such an effortless razor. That slant really does help feed in the blade. Beautiful. Let's cut this side. There we are. Beautiful. Right. Let's get going with the grain. Switch. There we go, decent first pass. One thing I forgot to show, and that was, pardon me, the blade I was using, and it's one of my favourite blades, certainly in my top 5. This is the Shark Super Stainless. Very rarely do I get cut with this blade and I get a smooth, reliable shave that lasts a good 3, 4, sometimes 5 shaves. So it's a brilliant option. Let's get back with some more lava. Not a huge amount going on there, but that's okay. You don't really need it after the first bath. I didn't work it into a huge lava, but that's still plenty for another pass. I just love the smell. Right, let's go across the grain. I'm going to do it from the back first, as normal. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. There we are, just popped in a little bit more soap just to get a bit more on that final lava. There she comes. Beautiful. Such a massive, look at the size of that. Look, right on my forehead. Look at that. Huge. Here we go, lovely. Part of the reason why I wanted to put a bit of extra soap there is because I do want to do under my neck and on my cheeks as well, so I am going to need a bit more. Right, let's go against the grain. Sorry, someone's texting. Okay, behind the ears. Sideburns up. Forehead back. Twist. Clear the blade behind the ear. What a brilliant shave. That is just so efficient. Couple of very small areas where it's damn fine, but nowadays I tend to try and go baby butt smooth all the time because I don't shave every day anymore because I got a bit lazy, but there we go. I still love it, I still enjoy it, I still think it looks great. Brilliant, look at that, amazing. What a fantastic razor that is. The Merkel Slant closed comb, wonderful. Short stumpy handle, beautiful. combined with the shark stainless steel blade. Beautiful combination. And that soap, that tobacco, that smell, lovely. Really nice combo. Oh, my skin feels brilliant. Right, let's get on that neck. Let's complete the job. Dip a tiny bit more water. Don't worry about soap getting on the t-shirt. It's going straight in the wash after this. Let's get the nice, beautiful. Here we go. Perfect. Slant razor. Lovely. Bang on. A little bit on the cheeks. Just be careful here. Don't want to mess with the beard line too closely. Okay. Just follow that line down. Nice. Happy with that? Keeps the line. You can see that with a foam line. Now, let's have a look. Now, compare this image to a couple of days ago. When I came up to the camera looking like an absolute mess. Brilliant. Beard trim looking nice and neat. Beautiful shaved head. Brilliant. Love it. Now, let's get that all important hand block. Give that a bit of a soak. Let's get that up on the head. Do you know what? That slant is so smooth. I'm getting no irritational feedback whatsoever, which I don't mind getting it. I quite like it actually, but this is telling me that I've gone really smooth, really smooth. Yet I've not gone too far, so you can't ask for better than that. That's the hand block done. Forgive me, not on my neck, it's not. A little bit more feedback on my neck. Is a troublesome area that. I do get nicks there all the time, although I don't appear to have any nicks today. I am getting a bit of feedback, but that's par for the course and normal. Right, let's finish off. Oh yes, let's do it in style. Tabac original, yeah baby. Who loves you, baby? Wow, let's really splash it on. Got a lovely big bottle here. Oh, that smells divine. Doesn't smell expensive, because it's not. But there's a reason they still make tobacco, and that is because it's a winning product. Let's splash them on the hands. Get some down on that neck. Whoa, really get it on now. I'm going to walk downstairs, and I think the new fish we got in the fish tank are going to faint. So I walk in the room, beautiful, look at that, looking good, feeling good. Fantastic, there we are people. So part 1 was the beard trim, part 2, head shave, neaten up the neck and the cheeks. I'm sure you agree, looking good. Anyways, I'll be back in a couple of days for another video. Until then, take care, look after yourself, and I'll see you soon.